Life. No one be bashful. If I don't post a recording, please shoot me a message. Hey, where's the recording? Please. I want to do it. If it's not done, it's just because I sometimes forget. We're human beings and we forget things. Mm-hmm. So no one be and if you're bashful, then what should they do, Menachem? They should text you and you'll text me. Okay, let's see. Let's get rolling. We're gonna. My mother. There you go. Let's get rolling. I'm still trying to figure out who my mother texted. Let's get rolling. We pick it up for the Mishnah. Nachamal and Chaval from the page. Can you throw me a picture book, please, and throw a few around the table? Oh, Rav Ari, Shalom. If someone leans, we're doing this as a chazara quickly. This is a Rav Metalka, wonderful to see you. The rest of the chaver on Zoom, I give you a shout out also, but I have to see your face. Someone who leans the sukkah on the legs of his bed, Kishira. Rav Yehuda Aimer. If it's not able to stand bifnei atzma, it's not able to stand by itself, then psula. Then it is possible. Says the Gemara, and again, this is the picture that we're discussing for anyone that looks weird. That's better. This is the picture we're discussing. Anyone who forgot. Wonderful pillow. Nice, it's a serious pillow they have going on in there. Anyways, says the Gemara, Rav Akiva, Rav Zish, Baruch Hashem, good to see you all. Says the Gemara, my time with Rav Yehuda, and to qualify, wrong word, to explain clearly the question that Rav Menachem shot out last night. What do you mean my time with Rav Yehuda? What's going on? Rav Eli, look at that. The chaver got dressed. I'm sorry, guys, if you weren't dressed. Listen, you only see my top F anyways. What do you want? My time with Rav Yehuda. Where did Rav Yehuda come from? But now the question is, which Rav Menachem asked last night, which by the way, you're allowed to ask questions after the share also. My number is always public, whenever you like. My time with Rav Yehuda. The Mishnah said the time of Rav Yehuda. What do you mean my time with Rav Yehuda? The Mishnah said Rav Yehuda holds, if it's not able to stand by itself, that's why it's possible. My time with Rav Yehuda. What do you mean my time with Rav Yehuda? So clearly what's going on over here is the Gemara is asking, what sukkah dikadin? Where does this come in the laws of Sukkah that it's a problem? Rav Yehuda said an idea. If it can't stand by itself, it's possible. Which means, if it could stand by itself, it's kosher. So now, why, if it can't stand by itself, is it possible? Meaning, within the laws of Sukkah. The fact that something can't stand by itself, what's the precedent? Why is that an issue in your Sukkah? We know in Hilchas Tefillah, Lamashal, if I'm leaning and you pull the table out and I fall flat on my face, it's not called standing. Beautiful. But what does that have to do over here? The fact that the schach can't stand on its own, therefore it's going to be possible. Where does that come from? On that detail says the Gemara, Pligi bar Rav Zira v'Abba bar Mamel, two opinions. Chad amar and they she'ein lo keva, because it's not permanent. And Rashi points out this is Rav Yehuda l'shitasai. The Rav Yehuda holds everything needs to be keva, permanent. V'chad amar one says because a bed is something that is mekabel tuma. My beinayu. What is the difference between the two opinions? Kegoin, for example, shenoat shifudin shel barzel. You knot is you push strong. Shfud is a bar, a beam. Shel barzel of iron. V'sikech aleim, and you made your schach on top of them. Beautiful picture, right? Oh no, my finger's covering you. You can't see the picture. Chaver, here, you all have the books. That's why I'm not showing you. That you see a beautiful picture over here, or you can look at my screen. It's nice and big. There you go. That you have these things of iron, and you put the schach on it. Explains the Gemara. Leman damar lefisha ein lo keva. Hari ish lo keva. This is certainly permanent. Uman da'ama, excuse me? Because it's barzel. Uman da'amar v'neishamamida b'davar amikabel toma. And according to Mandamar, that says that the problem with this bed is that what? It's something that is susceptible to ritual impurity. It's something that is mikabel toma. Harei ma'amida b'davar amikabel toma. Therefore, it will still be possible. I parenthetically mentioned someone last night, I wish I recall right now, shout out whoever it was, mentioned, what about our sukkahs? We all have our sukkahs on metal frames. Who said it last night? He was sitting over here.
I think it was Yosef.
Was Yosef Metalka? He wasn't sitting here.
No, but he mentioned about the sukkah.
Oh, if Yosef was you, correct. That many people have the sukkah on canvas. So this is actually the source backwards, because we don't paskin like Rav Yehuda. We paskin that a sukkah doesn't need kava, and therefore it's not an issue. It's a bit of a deeper point that we're not going to get involved now. Mir Hashem, when we learn the first parak, we'll get back to this. And let's continue. Amar Rabbayi, new Gemara. New Gemara. Anyone that was spacing out for the Chazara, that was not smart. But either way, now we should space back in. It just wasn't smart because we didn't do Chazara last night. Amar Rabbayi lo yishanu. 3 lines on the bottom. Lo yishanu ela somach. The din in the Mishnah is only if it's leaning, it's resting on the bed itself. Aval. Lo yishanu, thank you, we did not learn. Lo yishanu, shanu is learn. Lo yishanu vishinantam. Lo yishanu, we did not learn. Elosamach. The din of the Mishnah is only if it's resting on the bed itself. Aval sikech al gav hamita. But if you put the schach on the bed, kashera, it's going to be kosher. My taima. Let's read the Gemara now. Is going to explain why. Because the 2 reasons that we said do not apply. Let's learn it inside. And then we're going to see Ran Rashi probably. Lamanda Amar, 2 lines from the bottom, according to the opinion that says that what was the issue in the Mishnah? Lefisha ein lo keva, wasn't permanent. Hariyesh la keva. It's now permanent. Why is it permanent? Because it's not on the bed itself. There's a frame and the bed is underneath it. So now it's not on the bed itself. The issue with the bed is that it's on the bed itself. And therefore it's not on the bed itself. So the whole issue, says Abaya, is when it's on the bed. But if it's not on the bed... No. Excuse me. I said it like a turkey. 1 second. Excuse me. One more time. Let everyone look at the picture. Together, people on the computer will show you the picture. Everyone look at the picture. Says Abaye, it's only if you're samach. Lo yishanu ela samach. Aval sikech al gav hamita. This is the gav hamita. Now look carefully at that picture. Look carefully. If you look carefully, you'll understand. You should make it bigger on your computer. Where are the beds, Chevra? Do you see the beds? The 2 sides. The beds are on these sides. They're making up the walls. So over here, says the Gemara, this is not an issue. Why is this not an issue? Because the frame is there without the bed, or because it's not on something that is Mekabel Toma. Why not? Because it's not directly on the bed. Now, whoever is wondering, like I'm wondering, why they made such a funny picture. You're all wondering, why didn't you just make metal poles and stick the bed inside the sukkah and just stand on the bed? Is there anyone else wondering what I'm wondering, or no one has the picture in their head?
You don't have the walls.
Oh, because then you don't have walls. Very good. That's the answer. So I'll tell you further. I was thinking, so then just put canvas walls and just throw the bed inside.
Yeah, obviously they didn't have.
No, then the answer is the bed's not doing anything for you. Shkayach, you have a kosher sukkah, you have a perfect sukkah, you take a bed, you put it inside, and you have your suda in bed, breakfast in bed in sukkahs.
The whole problem that you have the Mekabel Toma.
Oh, so again, a bed is Mekabel Toma. But because over here, and again, I show this again.
The poles are not.
Because, again, so who said these are Barzal? 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 That was the first teretz. The first teretz said the Gemara, the nafkamina. Again, I don't know why they're throwing both answers in together. But the Gemara is saying that this is going to be the case, says Abaya, that if it's on the Gav Hamita, then even Rav Yehuda is going to admit that it's going to be Kshero. Again, why? Because number 1, it's Keva, and number 2, it's not Mekabel Tama. So in this picture, it looks like it's Mekabel Tama. We're going to have to say that it was plastic colored, the color of metal. I don't know what to tell you. Ayin Sham Kol Bais V'Hadar, and yell at them. Clear? Are we good? I wanted to read the Banam Rashi. I'll read it quickly. This Banam Rashi really is just the picture. I think the picture was worth 1,000 words. So, b'mechilas, the kavod of Rashi, pardon his honor, we looked at the picture. But let's just quickly, I'll read the Rashi quickly, and I like just to start the next Mishnah.
And now we're not worried about Tuma. That's why we can have whatever.
Again, nowadays, that's a good question. Again, I don't want to make it complicated. The real answer is, Some people, again, I don't want to make it complicated. What most people do is completely pointless, and it's just they should better not do it. It's not helping anything. But I don't want to make it complicated. The real answer is that the whole issue of Mekabel Tama, Lemaisa, is only on the schach itself, not on the walls. That's how we paskin. We paskin that it's really only on the schach itself, not on the walls. Rav Yehuda is extending the din even to the walls. That's called the things that's supporting the sukkah also can't be Mekabel Tama. We don't really paskin that way. So why people are busy putting things as the chumrah, does it do anything what they do? I don't know. Some say, what do you mean? The canvas, whatever, it's in between that and the schach, that canvas little. Nothing. Yeah. Right. Listen, I had a canvas sukkah, chavra. I made brachas in there. Let's continue. Says the Mishnah. Top of Amid Aleph Chav Beis Amid Aleph says the Mishnah. Sukkah hamid dovleles. A sukkah that is dovleles. So we all want to know, what in the world does dovleles mean? So before you try to break your head, you look at Rashi, and Rashi says, slow down. The Gemara is going to explain. So as good kids who want to know, so what does it mean? Rashi said, wait, the Gemara is going to explain what it means. Case visha silasa, very important word. Tzel tzadilamin means shade. Vishet silasa, and the shade is miruba, more mechamasa than its sun, kashera. More shade than sun, kasher. Case number one, what does that mean? We're going to see tomorrow in the Gemara. Hama'uva kimin bayis. Rav Yossi, this is your Mishnah. Hama'uva kimin bayis. This is one of Chabad's mantras of their sukkahs. They have really, really thick schach. It's ma'uva. It's thick like a roof. You have so much schach on top. You know how much schach you have? Afal pi she'ein ha'koichavim nirin. You look up, afal pi, even though she'ein ha'koichavim, the stars are not visible. Miteicha ke-sheira. It is kosher. Rav Yossi, how many people have come into your sukkah and said, but you can't see the stars? Right. Everyone asks that. And you tell them, Shkoyach, the Mishnah says, even though you can't see the stars, it is kosher. So where did this thing come? They have to see the stars. Mir Tashem, tomorrow's Gemara. Let's get going, Chavra. Whoever hasn't done a chazar from yesterday, it's okay. We'll forgive you. L'kavod Adar. But let's do it today. Let's go Mishnah to Mishnah. Let's get it klar. And B'siyat Ishmaya, we will continue.